Hey guys, it's Zoidberg, and I'm going to bring you a Mortal Kombat video. So, my main is Sindel, and I wanted to make a video, guide of her and how to use her, and etc, etc. But if you really don't care about using her, you can just watch the multiplayer matches I did. I'll post where they are in the video, etc, etc. Okay, so this is the new Mortal Kombat, of course. I mean, most people know what it is. And I really like it. I've enjoyed it, even though I'm completely new to the series. I've only been playing for about a month, but I've played Sindel for about 3 weeks or so. When I used her for the ladder, I just instantly knew she would be my main, and so she still is my main. But I'm going to spend the first 7 minutes or so in practice mode, explaining a lot of her strategies and stuff like that. So, for one thing you should know, Sindel is a zoning character. She has the most projectiles of any character in the game. She has, well, I'm about to show them here. She has the up fireball that hits high, the up fireball that hits low, or the air fireball, sorry, and the regular fireball that hits high, and the regular fireball that hits low. And what you can do is you can mix those up to keep your opponent away from you, but if you want to sort of creep into them, you can start using the low air fireball. And that right there, just to clear things up, is spamming. But when you mix them up, that's not spamming. I get messages a lot saying, "Oh, you're a spammer." Well, I don't do that. I don't just do the same fireball over and over. I do a lot of fireballs, a lot of different fireballs, and mix them up. And so there's her main launcher. There's her secondary launcher. Her main launcher, BB, is the best one. And but her only other one that I know of is up B, and that doesn't really do that much. So you can use BB, and then XXX is a nice combo. Sometimes it misses like that, but that's why when you're in the corner, it's pretty hard to time, right? But if you do it like that, there you go. It's an easy 14% damage. So that what I just showed you, the YXYX. That's also a really good combo for her, and especially because you can scream off of it. Now, some of her wake up moves. If you don't know what a wake up attack is, I don't do it right here, but you can kind of get the point. When you she X-rays me, but when you fall down, if you can time it right, you can do an attack as soon as you fall down. I can't time it right, but that move I just did, step up, it's a down forward B. It's a very good wake up move. The other one's levitate, which is down, up, something. I think that's it. And I'll explain that in a little bit. But anyway, that's her wake up attacks. And this is the combo. I just sort of figured it out. It's YXYX. You can scream off of it. So like there, I scream off of it, then I do it again, and then I do a second scream. And that one only did like 11% damage, which is actually just YXYX. But if you can go like more in depth with it, you can basically do any combo you want after that scream right there. Like I just did that, and that's about 21% damage. And if you find a combo or anything like that, you can just do that off of her scream. So I'm going to show you some of her X-ray. Now, her X-ray is unique in the fact that it's the only one that hits low in the entire game. And I'm going to need to make it super meter full all the time. Okay, and so it hits low in the game. So that means that unless they're ducking, if they duck, it won't work. Although really, I've seen a lot of X-rays that are a lot more punishable off block than that is. I mean, that's not that punishable at all. There's maybe like a split second time frame where they could get a hit in, but not that much. So I have to turn off block here. Hold on. And so you can get people off the air. If they're jumping towards you, you can use your X-ray and it'll pull them out of the air and make you hit them. The only bad part about the X-ray is you can't combo off it like Johnny Cage's or some of the other ones. But still, that's not that. You can't really combo into it. That's the thing about Sindel's X-ray. It's sort of a one. It's sort of by itself. It can't really be comboed on or after any of that. So yeah, I mean, if you want to, going back to that screen, I kind of go all over the place here, but going back to that screen, there's a combo right there. It's called Royal Pain. Sorry, that's a pretty good combo if you want to do it like after a scream or something. I just learned that one too, or I've just started using that one too. It's sort of hard to pull off in online because some of the lag and stuff messes it up. And here okay, now I'm showing get off me combos. Now get off me combos, AXX, AX, forward Y, XX, back Y, B. Those are called get off me combos, and really what they are is a way for Sindel to gain space between her opponent and her so she can start using her fireballs. That's what it's mainly used for. It's pretty hard to pull off online, I'll be honest. I mean, if you get a scream, you can do it. And there's her hair whip also is good for zoning. I mean, she is a zoning character. I can rush with her, but she's more effective when you zone with her. And so that's most of her get off me combos. There's one more, B, B, A. And even though it sort of looks like you might be able to combo it with that in the corner, you can't. So she doesn't have that many launchers, but she's still really good with BB. And so right there is levitate. And levitate, you can levitate up in the air and you can move using the dash button, and you can also do fireballs. So against spammers, this is really good because basically it'll make them come to you and hit you out of the air, and then you can press RT to cancel and do whatever you want. And so you've drawn them to you. And even though Sindel's a zoning character, she has some options up close. It's not like you can't zone with her. You have to zone with her. And that's enough with the practice mode. So I'm gonna show a couple of Xbox Live fights. Unless someone rage quits or like sends me a like butthurt message or they spam or something like that, I for the most part will send a good game message no matter what. So I will do that, and I'll show you doing that. But if they send me a message back, I'm not going to show that. In fact, I actually don't think any of these guys do. I think one guy posts on the wall, and he was pretty mad. But anyway, I'm just going to show just some multiplayer matches. Now, this guy has a good record, so I try and challenge him, and he declines. I don't give a crap about my record, to be honest. Most of my losses are from playing with good people that I know on TRMK or stuff like that. And this guy actually does accept my challenge, and he's going to be Sub-Zero. Just heads up. And so Sindel has a couple good matchups: Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Melina, Smoke, and that's pretty much her best. And I know that because if you've played this online, those are the 4 characters that you just see constantly, which is why I love Sindel so much, because those characters are almost like a free win for me. Although this Sub-Zero gives me a little trouble. So I start, and I'm gonna try and block, and then I'm just gonna get that BB-XX combo in. That's 14%. I mean, it gets a lot done. And then that's what I like about facing Sub-Zero is he uses his Ice Clone, and when they do that, you have fireballs to get past that Ice Clone and, I mean, get some damage in. So I like to mix things up with BB, XXX, or BB Flip Kick. They're both really good. And I have my X-Ray, so I'm going to try and use it probably. but not now. I don't like using X-rays when I think I can beat them without it. Because now I see if I already used it, then he would have an X-ray and I wouldn't, and it would give him an advantage. So I like to be careful with my X-rays. So this round I really didn't do too well. He gets a X-ray on me. So this round he kind of came back. I mean, he blocks my X-ray, which kind of made me mad at the time. And another thing about Sindel is if you crouch and kick, that's a good way to set up your opponent for a launcher, because a lot of time they'll attack high, and then you can do that, and then you can go with the BB combo or whatever. It didn't work that time, but you know. Anyway, so now I block his snowball, whatever. I don't even ice ball, I think. And now I'm gonna start zoning him a little bit. Now he's gonna try and corner me. So and I really thought I would have hit that ice clone, but then I do a quick YXY hair combo. You can also, I forgot to mention, you can use hair with that. Anything that has to do with Y, you can use off the YXY combo, which is why it's one of her best. So then I'm going to try and zone him again, and he falls for my X-ray. And that's going to be about it, because I just have to get one more hit in, and I end a lot of matches with the flip kick, because I don't really know why, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to do a fatality on him. There's other videos for that. So he rematches, and I figure showing another Sub-Zero match won't be that bad. So I'm going to show another one. And so we're on Goro's lair now. And if you want to know what that code is that I put in, it's classic music. It's a pretty basic code, but just in case you were wondering. So once again, I start out with my BBXXX combo. That's pretty much my go-to combo with Sindel. I mean, it's like 14 to 12% to 14% damage. It's easy to pull off. And then I do her X-ray again, and I'm gonna start zoning him again. Although he's sort of found out that I like to zone, and he's not gonna let me zone as much. So I kind of wait for him to come to me now, and I'm gonna get him away. And my scream works, and her scream really, a lot of people say is so useless. It's really not. You've got to learn how to time it right. I like to use it when they're about to get up, because if they're not blocking when they get up, they'll get stunned. And that just opens up a door of opportunities for Sindel player. And once I get a little better with her, maybe find some decent combos that I can pull off online, I mean, that scream's going to be amazing. So, once again, I do her X-ray, and I'm going to try and zone him again, because I don't have that much health. And so when he gets close, I like to use that flip kick as well to get some separation. And he almost got me, but not quite. Yeah, so that's versus Sub-Zero. That's a good matchup for her. And I sent him a good game message right here. And so Sindel does well against zoners, and maybe not as well against rushers, but she can hold her own with rushers. But she does really well against zoners, because she's one of the best zoners in the game, if I would have to guess. And you know, I don't get him. I don't even think I get a message back from this guy. I don't even know if he speaks English, because his motto is not in Spanish. So I don't even know. Doesn't really matter. I just like to send good game messages. Say, okay, that was a good game, well played. Because I mean, he was a pretty decent Scorpion. And the fact that the classic skin pack came out today probably is why I'm facing so many Scorpions and Sub-Zeros and Molinas and all that stuff. But I do face a noob Zybot at the end, so that's And that's actually a dude I've played with before, and he's a really good noob Cybot. He's not a spamming noob Cybot, really. Anyway, Scorpion's another good matchup for Sindel. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that, but because for one thing, his teleport is so punishable on block. So I mean, it's really good. Okay, sorry about that little break in the commentary there. He gets an X-ray off. I had to deal with something outside of the video. So anyway, I fell for the easiest trick in the book. I should have been blocking there, but I've seen way deadlier combos with a Scorpion, so thankfully he didn't use one, or he would have had me screwed. But I think he just barely loses because I got in close. And even that's the thing about Sindel. She's really, maybe not for tournament play or whatever, but for casual play, she's crazy good. She can zone, and at the same time she can use a lot of rushing techniques as well. So he uses a breaker, pretty nice. I'm gonna rush him again, and then back here I start to do a couple fireballs. And I get him to teleport to me, and if I had been blocking, I could have capitalized on that, but I wasn't. So once again, I'm gonna do a couple fireballs. I'm gonna try and levitate and see. I tried to get him with a couple fireballs, but it didn't really work. And again, some people, even though I'll say those fireballs isn't spamming, they'll still say fireballs is spamming, and that's your opinion, but that's zoning. I mean, that's what zoning is, sadly. So again, I'm still kind of trying to zone him. He did decently that round. He beat me fair and square, and he gets a nice uppercut. But I've sort of figured out his tricks, because he doesn't know that many combos. He knows enough, I think, but he uses a lot more specials than combos. And with Scorpion, I would suggest not doing that, but I'm not a Scorpion player, so what do I know? He gets a nice X-ray on me, though. I will admit that. You always got to be careful when you start beating up on somebody, because they'll have their X-ray, and it's a whole new game. Though I'm going to have my X-ray here in a second, so like now, and I do a quick flip kick. Flip kick's a good thing to end your Sindel combos on. I mean, it's just a good thing to end your Sindel combos on, really. If you can do BB, XXX, flip kick somehow, I don't think you can, but it's pretty it's a pretty effective combo. And I'm also linking, for anyone who's not on TRMK, I'm also linking my thread about Sindel, my whole thread guide, in the info box below, whatever. So there's a lot more detail in there. This is more what I do. That's more any Sindel player combos people have found, and etc. etc. So once again, and I'm hunting for a challenger, and so this guy is the one who trolls me on the chat room when I beat him, which I do. So he uses Reptile, and I decided to rush Reptile. Because I don't really know why I do that, but I figure I'm going to anyway. So, oh, by the way, if you, I had to record this separate from the other thing because my recording software was running out of room. So, in case you noticed a little jump, that's what it was. Anyway, so I'm deciding to rush him, and so I use mostly my BB XXX combo, and I'll be honest, I can learn another combo or something. That's what I've been trying to do, but when I'm in a game, the thing is, that's what comes to mind, so that's what I do. That's basically the main reason why I do it. Although this kid, I'll save it till the end and show you what he says. Okay, so now I'm still trying to rush him, and honestly, if he was smart, he would not let me rush him like this. But he's really not a great player, and I wouldn't say that if he had actually been a good sport, but he didn't, so he's not a good player at all. Especially with Reptile, I mean, you should not let Sindel rush you. If he had used elbow dash, it would have made it a lot. It would have made it a lot harder for me. So once again, I kind of try and do my BB XXX combo, and he's getting pretty good. I somehow stopped his X-ray with flip kick. That was funny, and then I do a couple fireballs to finish him off. He gets pissed, leave. At least I do send him a good game message though, because he didn't leave, so I had thought he just wanted to leave, but basically what he says on the wall is pussies only use one move, learn to play. I used a lot more than one move in that, so I think he's talking about my BB XXX combo, and I personally want to get another combo in, but that's going to take some time. And really, if he can't stop that, then that's his fault. He just sucked. So it's on the wall over there. Yeah, pussies only use one move. Learn to play. You should probably learn to spell or something like that. But he's that's a lot of people in this game just get so pissed when they lose. It's just like I don't even understand it really. I'm fine with losing. I don't care. And then when I'm scrolling down here, I find someone who I've played against before, and he's a noob Cybot player. This will be my last match. None of these guys end up working, so this will be my last match because this video is already getting kind of lengthy. So I'm looking for a good person to end the video with, and this guy, even though he's trolling all over the chat, and so that's why he won't actually face me, of course, because he just wants to keep trolling people. So this guy, Product Man. So basically, he has a decent record. That really doesn't say anything, but he is a good player, I will tell you. And he's a noob Cybot player, so I thought it would be pretty interesting to see how Sindel matched up against noob Cybot. Because when I faced him, I'm pretty sure I was using Johnny Cage. And this one I do a fatality on, so we kind of go back and forth between the codes and stuff, etc. And okay, so here we go. Now most noob Cybot players zone, he doesn't. So I'm not gonna try and zone him. I'm gonna try and rush him. So there was a lot of lag right there, but anyway, I used my hair. Actually, yeah, that might have just been my video equipment. I don't know. It might not even show up that way for you guys, but that just kind of skipped around for me. So I use my X-ray on him, and I'm gonna try zoning him a little bit. And he does use his shadow things, but you know, I mean, that's what noob does. So I don't know what's going on. Either this is lag or it's my video equipment, because it's showing up for me it's really hard to commentate this. Anyway, it's sort of key with noob Cybot players to get in close to them, because they're zoners, and if you get in close to them, they don't have any get off me combos, except like their charge or whatever. So it's key for them to get in close for any character really. And spammers, if you know how to dash block, you'll beat spammers every time. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this with a stage fatality. And you get to see Noob die. Although that was a nice game though. I mean, it was a. I don't know if I personally couldn't see it from here, but when I played it, it was a very nice game. So anyway, that'll be the end of the video. I might do a little more of these, either with Sindel or Johnny Cage, maybe Ermac or Reptile, one of my mains. But anyway, subscribe if you want to. I don't really care. And I hope you enjoy this video. There's my good game message. So, yeah.